We've got a great matchup here. I've got two special guests with me. To my left is the one and only Ben Johns. What's up, Ben?
Hey, hey, hey.
And we've got Irina Tereshchenko to his left. What's up, Irina?
Greetings, everyone.
I love it. All right, we got a great matchup. Y'all take it away.
All right. Well, we got Collin Johns, a.k.a. my brother, over in the blue versus Riley Newman on our right over here. Good point underway already. Ooh, a little lazy there from Collin.
I want to point out that both players are wearing their hat backwards. I think it's going to help them stay aerodynamic.
That's a great observation.
Ooh,
What are you
close
guys
one there.
expecting to see in this match?
You know, I would expect to see Riley scrapping a lot and trying to get a lot back in the kitchen. And I feel like Collin's pretty much going to play kind of his standard game, a mix of passes and drops. But I think the decider will be very much so about how well Collin can win his serve. Because I feel like Riley's going to be getting a lot back and getting just about a standard amount of points, not go on streaks, but also not lose a lot either.
You know, one thing we've been talking about with the rally scoring is that it doesn't seem to go well with the guys that like to grind these games out for long periods of time.
That's
Anthony
bad news
Davis.
for me.
Right. Ben Johns, Frank Anthony. Even your brother Collin said he likes to grind these games out. So I believe that Riley's the same way. He's not going to power a bunch of shots past you, but he's going to make you work, and he's going to move you side to side like that. But we'll see. The rally scoring's interesting. I mean, you haven't actually played a match yet with it, right?
I have not.
So it should be interesting.
Another thing I think is interesting here with this this matchup is that Riley, in my opinion, his backhands as a ground stroke is stronger than his forehand. So I think you'll look to see Collin here approaching to the forehand oftentimes, which is in contrast to most matchups.
For sure, yeah. Boy, that was a nasty two-handed backhand.
Yeah, left a little high there. Too much. Riley's able to roll that a little too much.
Yeah, we know that both of these guys are in excellent physical shape and they can grind all day, but that's probably one of the things that would be interesting to see with the rally scoring format. Maybe players who are not as fit and cannot go the distance, they might have advantage in that situation because they don't have to be on the court too long. Or players who cramp up. Maybe Adam Stone is going to dominate in this format.
That's what I was thinking.
Agreed, for sure. Anybody that can have big streaks is they're dangerous.
Well, we saw earlier as well that Zane Navratil played Frank Anthony Davis, and he kind of went to a fast and furious type of play, and he was able to take Frank Anthony down by basically keeping the pressure on him, trying to hit big serves and big passing shots, and it seemed to work. It seemed to work on Frank. So
Yeah, I feel like we're oftentimes, because of how the scoring goes, that we're going to see a lot of close games, and it comes down to a few points. The more pressure you can apply, the more you can get those important points and really pull out the close games, I think.
yeah, definitely. The ones that we didn't see as close games were probably earlier in the day where, like a Cassandra was stepping in for Simone who couldn't make it to play singles. And so some of those were a little lopsided, but typically these games have been very close, 11-8, 11-9 type games.
What has been your favorite match so far?
Did that go out to me and Eddie? Or?
Yes,
that's
the
a loaded-
commentators.
That's a loaded question over there. Any match with Irina in it is my favorite.
Well, thank you, guys. I'll
That's
try to
true.
keep it up. Win or lose, I'm assuming.
Check out this point here. Incredible. A lot of great gets here. Wow. Well, pull that out off an overhead and everything. What a grind. I think probably Riley kind of let him in there to the kitchen. Almost never want to do that unless you're sure of hitting a winner off that drop shot. Quality drive. Oh, right at him. Not generally a smart idea.
Doesn't usually work out in your favor, huh?
I mean, unless they're not expecting it and their hands are not very good, which Riley's hands are generally pretty good, so I would not be going at his body. In fact, especially with that two-handed backhand, you want to make those kind of players reach as much as possible since it's got its advantage at your body, but not on the stretch. So I see you can see Riley's having a tough time getting into the net here, really scrapping from back there. I think Collin's doing a good job of hitting some quality rolls with a lot of topspin that really keeps the players back. Ooh,
Wow.
that's
Wow.
that's a nasty shot.
That's
That
going to the
was-
highlight reel for sure.
That's impressive. Can we show a replay on that?
Yeah, we did.
All right. He's all over it.
The instant replay powered by Paddle Tech.
Boy, that's great movement by both guys right there.
Yeah, quality.
Collin was looking to execute the same play as in the previous point, dip the ball and then come in for a swinging volley, but Riley was expecting it. Collin had to settle for a dink on the volley, and Riley takes the point.
Wow.
Such soft touch.
Great point. Great point. A lot of great scraps there from Riley. Got a lot back. But, strong finish. 9-8. Tight one, as always, here at the Rally Scoring.
And fast.
Yes, very.
Man, what a get. You know, I just appreciate that hustle play right there at Collin, even though he didn't win that point. I mean, the fact that he just didn't give up on that and made, Riley hit one more.
You know, I do feel like that shot is eventually going to have a name where you force the pop up, you drop it short because you know they're back, and then put it away.
How about a drop shot?
I like it. Did you coin that, Ben Johns?
Maybe.
I'm talking about the combination of all three, right?
We could just call it the Ben Johns shot.
The Ben,
We
yes.
don't, I don't really have great drop shots.
Okay, nix
or
that,
that
then.
combination, so
Nix that.
we'll give
It's
that
out.
to somebody else with better touch. How about Irina?
Oh, we'll give it to Irina then.
Oh, that's a quality drive at 10-9. Ooh, little net tipper.
Oh,
Oh,
boy, he
right-
hit
went
that
right
ball
at him.
right at him. No, that's a
Probably
good
going out.
strategy sometimes in pickleball.
Sometimes it is.
Just because he looked, did you see him turn? He looked like that ball is definitely going to be out, but
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was hit so fast at him he didn't have a chance.
it's true.
10-10.
I'm a big proponent of the ball you hit so hard that your opponents can't get out of the way. It's
I
a
think
great
you did
shot.
that to me once at the Texas Open in that first round.
I don't know about that.
I'm just
Maybe.
kidding.
No, I probably did.
I think you did. I think you did. No, I mean honestly, I like that shot from Riley because he put it right up into the chest of Collin, and your brother's so good at stretching out and getting
Yes.
stuff
Yes,
away
he
from his body
stretches well.
that I actually feel like he probably did that intentionally.
Yeah, for sure. And I also feel like the upper body can be harder to defend than the lower body sometimes. Your paddle, if you're in a proper ready position, it's not super far up. It's more like around maybe your navel, and it kind of went up to his chest or neck area on that one. So it's harder to get the paddle up in time for those kind of shots.
Absolutely.
So Riley Newman is actually ranked number 9 for his global pickleball ranking.
It's an awesome picture of him too. That's at Nationals, I believe, right there with his sister, because you can tell it's a picture with her because of the Selkirk paddle
Mhm.
behind him. But that's an awesome picture. All right, so we got 10-10 coming out of the timeout, and Riley is serving. Oh, nice left-handed snag there. Impressive.
Unlucky there.
But here's the
Really
thing
gotta
about this
shake
rally
those ones
scoring.
off and proceed to that next point.
Collin can still win a point here even when he's not serving. So this game is not over just yet. Oh, boy, that's good
Good
stuff.
point there.
Yeah, the only thing Riley had left in this situation is try to guess. It looks like he guessed right, but Collin's shot was too good.
Quality drop shot. Cat and mouse game. Here we go. Only up the line dinking.
Oh, can he
Oh.
track it? He did get it, but
Wow. So what you see right there is in singles you see it more than doubles. Collin kind of pulled the trigger up the line knowing that Riley would be there and get to that ball and hit something authoritative. But the problem is Riley couldn't get around it and could only go back to Collin. And then Collin capitalized on that next shot. It's
Makes
a combination. Game point here. Oh, nice
Oh
close on
my
the net.
goodness, that was
Good game.
fantastic.
Shake and bake in singles, executed by Collin Johns.
All right, excuse me for a
Shake it
second
back.
while I do my other job, coaching.
You got it. Ben's going to take a 60-second hiatus to go talk to Collin, and I'm sure Collin appreciates that. When you have your brother as the #1 player in the world coming over to give you some instruction, I think that's a pretty good deal.
Irene, I'm a little disappointed. I thought we were getting more fun facts up to this point here.
Oh, yeah. Do you guys want to hear a fun fact about Riley Newman?
Of
Yes.
course.
Well, Riley Newman played college tennis for Seattle U, which is a fantastic Division I institution right in downtown Seattle, Washington.
Boom.
Lindsay Newman, his sister, also competed for the same university, but I think she's a little bit older than Riley.
Okay.
So I forgot if they were on the team together for a number of years or they came right after another, but they both left quite a legacy.
That's
Also,
awesome.
one more interesting fact about Riley Newman, we both used to coach tennis camps at the University of Washington with Chris Russell, who is the men's coach
Wow.
for the University of Washington team.
We did not know those facts. Did you, Eddie?
No, but I am once again not disappointed by the fun facts that Irina brings
Irina just
to the commentary.
brings it. What are you allowed to discuss what you discussed, or do we not talk about that?
Yeah, sure. I can tell you a few things. I mean, I kind of already mentioned it a little bit. You know, Riley's forehand is not as strong as his backhand, in my opinion. So I did tell him you should be approaching to his forehand pretty much every time. There's really no reason to approach to his backhand.
Which traditionally you're kind of ingrained or taught to go
return.
to the backhand.
Exactly.
So I
Yeah,
guess almost instinctually that's where you would want to hit.
for sure. And kind of the same idea when he's scrapping, the backhand's stronger. So when he's getting a lot back, you want to go to the forehand oftentimes, especially because he's got such a eastern leg grip. Wow, impressive shot there.
That was very impressive.
But yeah, when it gets behind Riley's forehand, because he's got not a very continental grip, it's very difficult to get it back cross court, so you can kind of bank on it going down the line.
Oh,
which is
okay.
also what I do.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Oh, wow. That is a scrappy play right there. My
Good point there.
goodness.
Excellent point.
Amazing point.
Yeah, excellent hands from Riley.
I don't know if you guys noticed, Riley Newman was also getting some coaching from Noah Waddell, who is also known as a concert pianist.
That's right.
Cat and mouse setting up here.
Good setup, but didn't quite get that finish. Looked like he needed another step, or maybe let it bounce.
Ben, what time does your flight kick off?
Well, the original time was 6:30, and I hear we're about 2 to 2.5 behind, so I'm guessing about 8 or 9.
That should put us well into midnight, I'm sure, before.
Yes, unfortunately.
It's going to be a long night, action-packed full of men's singles pickleball.
Yes, it is.
I'm ready. You ready, Scotty?
I was born ready.
And then can you guys tell us a little bit more about the format? Once the players are done with their round-robin groups, what other matches are we going to see tonight in men's singles?
So we had the 4 flights, and after that will go into the semifinals, where we will be determining who is going to be playing in the finals match on Monday.
Excellent.
Yeah, they'll take the top 2, correct?
Yep.
Out of each flight.
I believe they'll take the top from each flight.
Oh, just one.
Or is it the top 2? I'll have to check on
Are we
that.
talking about the singles right now?
Yes.
It's the top 2 from each flight proceed to quarterfinals. That's top 8, and then we'll play the quarterfinal round tonight, and then on Monday we're going to do the semis and the finals.
Okay.
And originally, Ben, if I'm not mistaken, because without weather delay, we would have played the semis
Correct.
tonight. But
Correct.
because it's been such a delay in the weather, then we're going to push back the semis and the finals to Monday.
Yes, that's right.
been on his
I know,
A-game
man.
right there.
You're making us look bad over here, Ben.
Come on,
Come
Ben.
on,
Killing
guys.
us. Killing us.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Are you from Alabama, sir? Sounded like you're my relative there. Nice slicing shot to the forehand there. Oh, what a roll. I don't know how Riley ended up winning that point because the ball dribbled over the net and Riley took one or two big steps and got there.
Traversed it quickly.
Great hands by Riley. A little
Yep.
bit bad luck for Collin.
Yeah, played it off the net well, though. Got to hand it to him. Big streak here from Riley. I think that's 7 points in a row.
I believe it's 9-4.
Yes. Ooh.
There's another attack right to the midsection, which
Yeah.
you said earlier was probably not the best idea at Riley,
Correct.
but that one worked.
Yeah, he hit it well.
Oh, nice drop shot there. Boy, that two-hander is
Got a lot of power. Snaps quickly.
absolutely wow.
And Riley is actually quite deceptive. You guys can see it in singles and in doubles. He probably intentionally shows you like there is a lot of space on the court on his backhand side. So you go there, and next thing you know, 2 steps, and Riley is covering the backhand.
Absolutely. Man, good stuff. So we're going to see a game 3 between Collin Johns and Riley Newman, as we suspected, I'm sure.
That's right. John's taking the first game 13-11. Riley taking the second 11-5. And we have a game 3.
Irina, what did you think Riley did in game 2 to take us 11-5 victory there? Did he make some adjustments?
I think maybe just Collin made a couple unforced errors and gave Riley the momentum. But I think both players were still playing at a very, very high level, sticking to the same game plan, more or less.
So he just executed in game 2 and
yeah,
took advantage of the opportunities.
absolutely. And yeah, Collin made a few unforced errors that gave Riley some confidence.
Good stuff. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited to see how Game 3 plays out in front of us here live
That's
at the
right.
World Pickleball Championship here in Punta Gorda.
Punta Gorda. Ben,
Right.
growing up in this area, how did you pronounce this place?
Oh, I actually did not grow up here. That's
Well-
a common misconception.
I thought you grew up on the East Coast.
I did grow up on the East Coast.
Of Florida.
I did not grow up in Florida. I grew up in Maryland. I am a semi-native of Florida. I came here a lot.
So
Um,
when coming here a lot, how did you pronounce?
Punta Gorda.
Yeah,
See,
that's
me too.
incorrect, sir.
Apparently we found out
Yeah,
tonight we've been
Punta
schooled.
Gorda, is
It's
that right?
Punta Gorda, yeah,
Yeah.
like as in punting a football.
Yeah.
We,
Just it doesn't have the same ring to it.
it doesn't. It doesn't. I
A
agree.
Punta Gorda.
Right.
A Punta Gorda. But
yeah.
that was Italian, wasn't it?
Right.
He went from
Yeah.
Alabama country to Italian. I like his
got
versatility.
I got a lot of versatility, Scott. You ain't seen nothing yet.
I haven't, apparently. This is good stuff.
Ooh, that's really an incredible get first by Riley that landed right on the baseline, and then Collin somehow came up with a severe cross-court pass. That's pretty tough to do on the run.
It's a good get.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
He kind of hit it right at him, though. I'm
Yes,
surprised
yes,
he
he
did
did.
that.
Some loopy lobs here.
Oh, dang.
I think Riley might have taken a tip from Ben John's playbook, and it seems like he's keeping more shots to Collin's backhand and not really opening the court until he has a ball for a clean winner like we saw
Agreed.
in the last point.
Yes, for sure.
Maybe that advice came from Noah Waddell.
It's a solid volley from Collin. And yeah, I think it's really important if Riley wants to win this to keep it to Collin's backhand, because you'll notice now, oftentimes Collin will switch to hitting a left-handed forehand for a passing shot, but you'll notice he hasn't been doing that at all, so he must not be feeling comfortable with that, and that's a big factor. So if you really are not very dangerous over on that backhand side and don't have the potential to hit a passing shot, it's really definitely the place to go.
For sure. Yeah, and I touched on that earlier when he first started, that he hits basically two forehands, and he has not done it even, I don't think, one time since he started tonight.
Yeah. And here's a fun fact for you all. If you don't already know, Collin did play professional tennis before coming to pickleball, and in tennis he also played with two forehands.
That's
and,
incredible.
And not what you're seeing here. There were no backhands. It was only two forehands. You never saw a backhand from him.
Do you know why, though? What's the reason behind it?
Well, of course I know, Scotty. I did it too. So he started really late in tennis. He started at 14 years old, which for becoming a good tennis player, that's very late. And he kind of just got obsessed with tennis, but he didn't have a coach to begin with, so he tried a two-handed backhand, tried a one-handed backhand, realized he was terrible at both of them, and then he liked his forehand a lot, so he's like, hey, I'm late, I'm behind in this game, I'm not super even competitive yet, why not give it a try? I'll play with two forehands, why not? And he was so obsessed with the game, he just put in so much time. He went from being completely uncoordinated, like how any one of us looks when we try to do something lefty, to eventually, by the time he stopped playing professional tennis, in my opinion, his left-handed forehand was better than his right hand, and not by much. Not even very close.
So you're telling me he wasn't traditionally ambidextrous per se?
He had zero ambidextrous abilities. He did everything righty. There was no lefty in him at all. In contrast to me, actually, where I did do some things lefty, so it came a little more easily to me because I also did it in tennis.
Wow, incredible. Eddie, there's hope for you too.
I know.
So I think something that's really cool here, and the rally you just saw there, is oftentimes in the combos where you kind of hit it at somebody expecting it to come right back at you, you'll see the player that it comes back to, they'll switch to a two-handed backhand, even if they're not used to hitting that, just because it's slightly quicker, and it can really make the difference in getting that third ball back.
Interesting. All right, we're at the side change here in game 3. Collin Johns
running away with this one a little bit.
So far, but with rally scoring,
rally scoring comes back fast.
Yeah, it can change in a hurry. Let's see how this plays out. He had that shot. I think he just hit it just a little wide, but he got to it quick enough.
Yeah, Collin has a few excellent attributes of a singles player. He's very quick. He has a good variety of shots, especially on his forehand side. You guys can expect a drive, a roll, or a drop, or probably a misdirection. What else do you think is a good attribute of Collin's singles game?
He's definitely flexible, so he can get long. So he doesn't just move fast; he also moves very, very quickly. And that's really helpful in singles because it's not just about sprinting, it's about moving from one side of the court to the other to get those passing shots.
Riley Newman probably has a little bit of the height advantage, although maybe not as much reach on the backhand side. Tremendous amount of athleticism and determination. What else do you see in Riley's game?
That's a great shot.
In Riley's game, of course, you can't ever discount the scrappiness and the fast hands, especially in those combinations where you get into some hand stuff, not quite like doubles, but some fast stuff. He's really got an edge there.
Ooh, that was sneaky. I think that look, Ben, that means you're needed.
Maybe so.
You gonna leave your bro hanging?
Oh, at this point, I know how he works. He doesn't really need the coaching right now. When he's made a few errors and he knows what he's done, it's just errors. There's no coaching that can help in this case.
That's actually an observation of a great coach, because oftentimes coaches just never stop talking and they don't read the player. So, way to go, Ben.
Gotta know when to not coach.
I love how Irina was able to so easily break down your coaching skills there. Man, that is really good by Riley
long
right there.
streak there.
I think maybe the look that Collin is giving Ben is like, how is he hitting the same shot over and over again down the line so clean?
Yeah, no, he's hit a couple of those. Oh, that's a great get, though.
That was an awesome
It
adjustment.
was almost the same shot again.
Again, yeah. But Irina touched on this earlier about how he kind of baits you into thinking there's space there, Riley, and then he closes on it so quickly. And he seems like he does that really well there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at that coverage by
Excellent
your brother.
shot there. Really protecting the ATP. Really well done there.
In singles, that's tough because if you defend it, there's nobody else.
Yeah, there's nobody.
there for
There's
you.
nobody covering you on that one. It's do or die there. So I think something that's pretty cool that you've seen semi recently is players will fake the ATP. They'll act like they're going to hit it around the post,
What?
and you'll see the coverage, and then they flick it cross court instead. That's kind of a meta play. if you know
I mean,
what
how crazy is that the game is developing to that point to where the ATP was a fairly new shot just a few years ago, as done on a frequent basis, and now
Then
people
the
are
block,
countering
then the
it.
block became
Yes.
frequent, and now the fake is becoming semi-frequent. Now it's going to become the double fake. I'm going to
Yeah.
fake the fake, and then I'm
And
really going to go around the post.
God, now you're just speaking in like a different language right here. People are like, what? Like some people are like, I'm still trying to figure out how to do my first around the post.
Yeah.
And Ben's over here talking
Guys,
about faking the fake.
Guys, you'll get there. Don't worry about it.
Hey, take a clinic with Ben. He'll teach you how to fake the fake.
Fake the fake.
All right, here we go, guys. It's the crucial points here.
Wow.
I got to tell you, that's not often that Riley will put
Gets
that ball
up in the air.
Yeah, they look like Michael Jordan there putting that ball away. Honestly, that's a big point right there.
That was a huge point. Serving at 8-9 with rally scoring especially, it's
Big.
a very big point.
So 9-9?
Yep.
I think one adjustment Riley's made is he's picked up on the fact that Collin's trying to go to the forehand more, so he's almost catering to that right now at the moment. So this is tough.
Cat and mouse, here we go.
Oh my gosh! I was holding my breath on that point. That's good play. That's good play.
That was a great match.
I, for one, enjoyed having Ben Johns and Irina Tereshchenko join us. Will you guys stick around for one more, or you guys got to go?
Sure, no, I got nowhere else to be.
All right.
I love it.
All right, campers. Here we are with Riley Newman, the winner of the last singles match. A very hard-fought battle. Riley, congratulations. Tell me a little bit, what is harder, singles pickleball or reffing Division II basketball?
Oof. Those D2 coaches get on your butt. But I enjoy coming out here playing pickleball in front of the fans, in front of you. I can always enjoy playing pickleball, so it's a win-win either way.
All right, and tell us a little bit about your strategy coming into this match. What worked, what didn't?
Well, I never played against Collin. That was my very first time playing. And his ground strokes are just so solid that I felt like I had to kind of slow the game down, kind of do some of that cat and mouse games and see if I can work the point that way. And second and third game, it worked to my advantage.
All right, yeah, that was definitely a cat and mouse match. And now tell me, please, Riley, who are you looking forward to play in this tournament?
Well, certainly not you. You always give me tough battles, but I'm looking forward to a fun event. Came all the way down here from Christmas, missing the family already, but it's good battles with everyone, so I'm looking forward to it.
All right, last question. Your least favorite person to play in singles?
Oof. Probably this guy looking at me right now, Joey Farias. This guy is an absolute stud. So I want to stay as far away from him as I can.
All right, thank you, Riley. Congratulations. We'll see you out there. Thanks, guys.